So sometimes they say that if you want things to happen, you can't wait on things to happen. Sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands and you have to make things happen. So this is what I'm doing today. I am attempting to make things happen because I did a video yesterday about Colaz TV. You know, I was watching the other day and I saw Colaz in Florida and I saw him receiving accolades outside of his own country. And, you know, it brought me back to St. Vincent and the Grenadines where I saw Colaz again meeting up with the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines after Hurricane Beryl. I saw the Prime Minister, you know, of St. Vincent and the Grenadines sat down with this young man, a YouTube channel, not BBC, not CNN, not Fox News or any of those big multi-million-dollar media conglomerate. A young youth, as Colaz said, from St. Mary, Jamaica, that is making an impact, not only on Jamaica, but in the diaspora. And I saw the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines sat down and they had a good conversation. The Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines then, you know, thanked Colaz for what he was doing and the impact that he was having on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And so seeing all of this, I decided to do a video calling out the Prime Minister of Jamaica, calling out the leaders of Jamaica, not just the Prime Minister, but leaders across Jamaica, whether business leaders, political leaders, like to step up and to acknowledge the work that Colaz is doing. And, you know, I did the video and there are a few people, you know, there's one comment in the comment section that was saying, yes, you know, Colaz TV, like he's just walking around with a camera and anybody can do that and he's not having an impact, you know, on people like we would want to believe. And there's another comment that they were saying, someone was saying that, yeah, like he's doing things, but there are people that's in Jamaica doing things much longer. And, you know, I understand that second comment that, yeah, there are people in Jamaica that's, you know, doing things longer than Colaz been doing it. But one of the things that I don't understand with Jamaicans is that young people in Jamaica, the success of Jamaica, the demise on Jamaica is riding on the backs of young people. And that has always been the case. Young people lead the direction where Jamaica is going. You know, I am 49 now. When I was growing up, I remember back, I think in the 80s, when there's like the most wanted man in Jamaica, Sander Khan. I remember Natty Morgan. And I remember all of these most wanted men in Jamaica that were not even 20 years old yet. A lot of these guys became like Robin Hood to a lot of young men in the ghetto who tried to emulate them. The dancehall music is built by young people. And dancehall has come under a lot of fire for decades about how dancehall has influenced Jamaica in a negative way, like with sexually explicit music, with music that involve guns and crimes and stuff like that. That is the blame that dancehall music have received for decades. Since I was a young man, dancehall music has been under fire, and dancehall music driven by young people. So my thing is that if they can put the blame at the foot of young people for decades, whether it's dancehall, popular culture, this is a perfect opportunity for the government to step up and say, look, this is a young man, Colaz TV, young man in his 30s that's having an impact in Jamaica, that's having an impact in the wider Caribbean and in America. When you watch the videos and you see the response that he's getting in America, when you see the outpour of love in America, in Canada, this would be a missed opportunity if the government, if someone don't look and say, look, here's a perfect opportunity. When the young men are in Jamaica and they're shaping culture, when they're talking about fully dance, when they're talking about skating on the toll, when they're talking about all of these stuff, we chastise them, We put them down and we said they're destroying our country. But now we see young men in Jamaica doing positive stuff, being influencers on social media in a positive way. And the same energy is not going for these young men that are doing positive. When it's perceived as negative to people in Jamaica, we see the floodgates open and we see them being chastised for shaping Jamaica culture in a negative way. All I'm asking for, the same energy that you use to chastise people that you see when you see the fully dance and the mad out and all those things that you say is destroying Jamaica. The same energy that you use to push against that culture, use the same energy to push these young men that are doing positive stuff. These young men that during Hurricane Beryl, they're helping people to restore, to get back to normal. These young men that are feeding homeless people in the street. I don't care about people that's been doing it for decades. When we see young men that push the trend, young people that push the trend in Jamaica, support them. And I'm saying this it's not even about just money. That is not even the case. Like, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent did not give Colaz TV any money. He wasn't there like handing out a check. All he was there to do was say, you know what? I see what you're doing for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I thank you. As a young man, not a Vincy, you're Jamaican, and I see you jump on a plane, come to St. Vincent and do stuff for young people in St. Vincent. And I appreciate you. I thank you. That's what the Prime Minister, Ralph Gonzalez, of St. Vincent and the Grenadines did. That's all I'm looking for. The Prime Minister of Jamaica, the business community, helping to feed the homeless, helping to drive culture in a positive way. This is a perfect opportunity. And all I'm saying is that I believe that this would be a missed opportunity if Colaz TV continues to do great work and only people in the diaspora sending and helping to fund whatever is doing in Jamaica, whether it's feeding homeless people, whether it's helping with any other disaster or anything that's happening in Jamaica. If this is only done or helped by people in the diaspora, it would be a travesty, and then I would not take politicians in Jamaica serious that they want a better country anymore. So that's all I'm saying. So I am taking up this as a personal mission to call out the leaders in Jamaica, the church leaders, the political leaders, business leaders, community leaders. Partner with this young man and the people that is putting around him to do these great work. Partner with these young people, because as I said earlier, Jamaica, the demise of Jamaica on young people, and the success of Jamaica is on young people. So when we see young people doing great work, support them. And if you made it to this point of the video, this is where I'm going to ask you to do something for me. Like, if you are someone that's been following Carib 21 Network for the entire 2024, if you're someone that's been following Colaz TV since the pandemic, when Colaz TV started gaining popularity and doing a lot of stuff, if you are someone that's been following and you're watching this video, what I'm going to ask you to do, this is like a petition. And sometimes when you need to get stuff done, petition become necessary. So what I'm asking anyone that is watching this video now, I want you to clip Colaz TV in Florida getting recognition from the mayor. I want you to clip Colaz TV sitting down with the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. If it's a 1 minute or 2 minute clip, and I would like for you to flood the Prime Minister of Jamaica's Instagram account, to flood with those images of Colaz TV being acknowledged in Florida, Colaz TV being acknowledged in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I would like for you to flood the Prime Minister's Instagram to show him that, look, this young man needs recognition. And I know, watching Colaz, I know that he's a very reserved, a very shy person, and is not really looking for recognition. But this recognition is not even for Colaz. This recognition is for Jamaica. Because when you look at Jamaica, 2024, going into 2025, And you see a lot of even job opportunities. And now we are being told that there are a lot of hotels in Jamaica, there are a lot of opportunities, but young men are not motivated enough to take up these opportunities. That there are still a lot of young men in the inner city that's just sitting down and don't want to do anything. When we find young people that can inspire and motivate young people in Jamaica, this is a perfect opportunity. So, clip those videos, flood the Prime Minister's Instagram account and tell him, like, look, this young man, Colaz TV, is not a motivational speaker, but he's motivating a lot of young people in Jamaica, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and he's making a lot of older people. When you watch those videos, you see like people that have been in the USA, people that have been in Canada for a long time. And when you saw the images of him in New York, in Florida, and you see people in their 50s, their 60s, people coming in with their walking stick because they're like, I'm so proud to be Jamaican because of what I see you doing. Do the right thing. So that's what I'm asking. This is a petition. Call the Prime Minister of Jamaica to say, like, look, put some attention on this young man. Call in the business communities. We spend billions of dollars every year in Jamaica fighting crime. And I believe the approach, because a lot of countries now are looking and saying, you know what? We have to be proactive because fighting crime after it gets out of control is not the way to go. Take those billions of dollars, split it, and try to get these young men before they enter the world of crime. And when you see young people, the same way, to give like Wayne Marshall a shout out to, the same way like when you look at the Mitchell family, Wayne Marshall and his wife and his kids, and you look into the comment section and you see Jamaicans all over the world watching what Wayne Marshall is doing, and you see like an image of like husband and father, which Jamaica needs that. Jamaica needs an image of someone being a loving husband, someone being a loving father, and you see Wayne Marshall joking about, being a one burner and not a gallus with a whole heap of girl and stuff like that. And you see those images and you read the comment in the comment section and see that people are saying like, this is the image that we want to see at Jamaica. So that's what I'm talking about. So this is a petition. I'm on a mission to make sure that the Prime Minister of Jamaica see this man, the Minister of Culture and Gender, the Honorable Bobsy Grange, acknowledge this man, like, shed some light on him, make the business community partner with the feeding the homeless, partner with out there motivating young men to get off the street and to do something positive that will impact Jamaica in a positive way. So guys, that's my rant for today. So as I say, clip the videos, flood the Prime Minister's Instagram account, because I'll be doing the same thing too, and let the Prime Minister know that this young man is doing great things and he needs to be acknowledged. So guys, sound off in the comment section and let me know what you think about this, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.